Good morning, YouTube. It's 10 a.m. in the great state of Texas, and we have a crazy amount of popsicle sticks that we are going to turn into a bowl with some plywood and some more plywood and some glue. So we're going to get this all glued up, and we are going to make a popsicle stick bowl. And yes, if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, I have done several of these popsicle bowls in the past. However, this one, I've never made one this big before, so usually I just go to the dollar store and buy out all the popsicle sticks, but even they're out of popsicle sticks. So went on Amazon, ordered a ton of these things, and now we're just getting them broken out and color-coded so that we can make a cool-looking popsicle bowl. And this part took quite a while. The glue up to this took forever. So I'm not going to make you watch the entire, glue up process, but essentially this is what we did. Get one piece of plywood, come take some popsicle sticks, and then come and get some more glue and put that on there, and then you take a different layer, add some more glue, and come back, add some more sticks of a different color, and repeat until you get something like this. And by the end of it, I was nearly out of Gorilla Glue. So here I am scraping portions that have fallen off and just trying to hang on for dear life, being like, please let there be enough glue. So boom, got that sandwiched in there, and then you just take some vice grips, and then you just grip it all up, and you're going to get this cool oozing effect from it. I haven't been in the garage in several months, as you guys might have known, so having to come back and use my larger clamps because my other clamps are in a different project. So this is what the glue up looks like. Looks really cool though. You can see all that cool glue come out, all the mixture of colors once it gets embedded within the wood itself. And it looks really cool. We did a shallower bowl like this, maybe a year or two back. And then, literally 3 or 4 months later, not 4 months, it's probably more like 2 months later, because there was a giant sandstorm, as I keep saying in all of my commentary, giant sandstorm, and I am now a full-time, sand shoveler in my front yard because I have sand dunes in my front yard. So I've been trying to shovel that into the other areas. So yard work has been my number one priority recently instead of making bowls, but it looks really cool. And now all we're going to do is put the faceplate on there and get this thing shaved down. So I was kind of worried about this because I haven't been in the garage in several months. I've been doing yard work, like I said, mostly. And I was really concerned that I wasn't going to be able to make this bowl. Because what I was afraid of was that when you don't do something for a little bit of time, you tend to lose all the skills that you have acquired and some of the common sense that kind of comes with being a woodworker. And that definitely happened in these past two projects. Last week's project, similar thing. This week's projects definitely happened. And you can see me changing out between small carbide, large carbide, took the bowl gouge, I even got the square carbide tool. And what I realized was, hey, crazy, your tools aren't sharp, and that's why you're having so much difficulty going through simple pine popsicle sticks, because I have no idea what popsicle sticks are made of, but I know the wood isn't a hard wood, it's a soft wood. So had to come back, rearrange myself, and basically keep chiseling down. I don't think at some point I changed the carbide tool because I had to come back and literally get some sharper tools, essentially is what I'm trying to say. But once we figured that out, we got this nice cylindrical shape. You can see all the beautiful colors that are coming off of the wood, and it looks pretty good. And at this point, we're just making everything nice and round. Really loving this. I'm going, you know what, this might actually work out. And I think this thing jumps off the lathe at one point. Last week, if you guys watched my video from last week where a pallet bowl is what we did, this one I think also might have jumped off the lathe. At some point, something jumped off the lathe and hit me in the face, but I can't remember. Like I said, a lot of the times when I do these videos, I'll do the project, come back, do the commentary, and just completely don't remember what I was doing when I did this project. So you and me are watching this for the first time in real life. So here we are getting the mortise set up, and now we're just trying to make sure that that fits. And I think I want to say, yeah, it was definitely this that popped popped off the lathe, but we'll see here in a little bit. So once I got that size down, now all we're doing is taking off the faceplate. Got this cool cylindrical shape, and we're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll here. So now we're just taking off those superficial layers, getting the lip of the bowl the way that we want to. For some reason, I have a strange obsession with my square carbide, and I'm just going, okay, we need to change that out. So all I think I did was like flip the head on there, and I ordered some more of these carbide heads, and I need to definitely change out these a lot more often, because letting them just go dull like that, you start to really feel that on the chisels. Bam, there it is. I knew it. I knew that one of these had flown off the lathe. So got that back on the lathe after it flew off. That was actually really fast. It just kind of flew off, and then bam, we fixed it. So got that rearranged after that hit me in the face, but not a big deal. Wear your face shield, by the way, because I'm pretty sure that also hit me in the face. I always say that, safety. Number one, safety. I remember back in the day when I used to first get into woodworking, all I had was protective eyeglasses, and then I started to learn, hey man, it might be smart if you wore a whole face shield, because things flying off a lathe tend to hurt when they hit you at high rates of speed. But got it back on the lathe, obviously, and then we're just gouging this out. Looks absolutely wonderful. You can see all the cool colors that we're getting. Makes it a lot sharper. And now we're just trying to get to a nice depth, working the edges a little bit there. But project's pretty much done at this point. And now we're going to get to my favorite part here in a little bit, which is sanding, because you guys know how much I love sanding. But here we are, just working on the edges a little bit. And I was kind of worried again. Once you get to a certain depth with these larger bowls, you kind of tend to worry that it might actually fly off the lathe again and hit you in the face. But now we're just taking small, shorter strokes, getting everything taken care of. And I think I'm at a good depth. And here we are. Once all the shavings are done, this is what that looks like. Nice big chunks. Fun fact, in a later project, I'm actually going to use these shavings in another bowl. So you guys stay tuned for that. So here we are. Boom, everything's shaped up nice and neat. Got the shavings done. We're at a good range. And now we're going to start sanding. And I think I only went from like 120 to 280 maybe. Sorry, reverse myself. 120 to 180. There you go. Got that all done, and now we're just going to sand it, get it greased up. And it looks pretty good. You can see the colors pop once we put the actual wood wax on there. Looks really, really cool. You can see all the color grain coming out of it. Looks really, really neat. Really happy how this turned out. For a larger popsicle bowl, the only thing that I would do different is, if you're going to do projects that require a lot of glue, make sure to warm up the glue, or have the glue, be a little bit, put out in the sun a little bit. Because it was a little bit cooler on this day. The glue tends to not pour out as smooth, so that was a little bit. But I already told you guys about how difficult it was just to get the glue, or the glue up done. But overall, really happy how this turned out. Absolutely wonderful project. Doing popsicle stick bowls are probably one of my favorite projects that I do on the channel. And the person who I gave this to really liked it, so everybody's happy overall. But other than it flying off the lathe the one time, overall went pretty good. So hope you guys got something out of this video. Hopefully I'll have more time to get into the garage and make more projects. But hey, things happen. So hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, leave a comment, all that good stuff. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, so project is done. Check this guy out. A larger popsicle stick bowl. So this one actually turned out pretty cool. Gluing it up was a pain in the ass because that took forever. But man, it went through butter. You saw me have that point where it popped up and hit me in the fucking face. That kind of sucked. But here's the tip. Make sure your tools are sharp, because I'll be honest, I haven't changed the piece of carbide for like a year and a half, and it was totally showing. But once I changed it, it's like brrr, just went right through it. And this little dude looks really, really cool. So today is April 8th. It's a Saturday, 2023. You guys are probably watching this in May or June. I really need to get back in here and start doing projects, but all the stuff in the yard, and
other obligations. Being an adult sucks. Responsibilities and everything, so I don't get in here and make a bunch of stuff, and I've just felt behind. But a video a week, that's what we're trying to do, and hopefully we get to the point where I can put out 2 videos a week, but we'll see. But here it is, popsicle stick bowl. This is the biggest one we've done. This one looks absolutely beautiful. Great thing about experience is the more I do these, the better off my experience gets as far as making them, because this one definitely is the best looking one that I've made so far. So hope you liked it, hope you got something out of it. Sharpen your tools, make sure to wear all your safety equipment, so when you do get hit in the face, it's not that bad. But hope you liked it, hope you got something out of it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace. Boop.